we feel very, very blessed to have found, well, to have LifeVantage have found us. As Dave was saying, we got a dreaded phone call, a little over 2.5 years ago, that a company that we'd spent half of our lives with, owners that, we kind of treated like parents, we got a 60-second phone call saying it was over, and maybe some of you have experienced something like that out there, but we hadn't, I'd gotten into this industry because I was in the art and picture frame business and receivables didn't come in, and and that company went bankrupt, and that was something I did right out of high school. So it was really interesting because my wife April, who we both do this full time, and I'm sure you've seen and heard of April Wagner, but we this was originally something when we got started back in 1992 that I was going to do. She had a successful career, but life is funny, and April saw some of the flexibility that I had in my schedule, and we had just had our second boy. We have 3 boys now. They're all out of the house. They're all grown, but we raised the 3 of them during our career, with that company. And they, Dave was mentioning the youngest one was a very good baseball player, but it was originally something I was going to do. But after just a few months, April saw the flexibility in the schedule and the time. And just 4 months later, she joined me, and we've both been full-time ever since. We had a good run with that company, but it had gotten old. Okay, the company had gotten a bit antiquated. It needed some upgrading, and they weren't going to do it, so they closed the doors. And as Dave said, through a sequence of events, we had a lot of choices. We could have gone to any company out there, and LifeVantage was by far the best fit. And I'm going to go through just why I feel that way, okay? As I share this opportunity with you, these are, okay, as I go through, these are the reasons why we're here, okay? And, we couldn't be happier and couldn't be prouder of where we are with this company and representing this company and this product line than right now, okay? And whoever invited you on to take a look at this, whoever shared this with you, they did you a solid, man. They really did, because when you're about to see what I saw and what my wife saw, and you're going to know why we're here and why you need to be here, okay? So let me share my screen with you, and we'll get started. Okay. It's always a relief when the slides show up and work as they should. But as Dave mentioned, we are LifeVantage, okay? And just to keep things above board, okay, we have to make some disclosures here. So everybody's results will vary, as we're all unique and we're all different. Distributor sales earnings disclosed or potential gross earnings, and they're not including any other business expenses, and not necessarily representative of the actual income, if any, that a distributor can and will earn through the LifeVantage sales compensation plan. Distributor's earnings will depend on individual diligence, work effort, and market conditions. LifeVantage does not guarantee any income or rank success, and you can see all the details in our average annual earnings disclosure, okay, which is available online. Now, what I want to talk to you about, and man, the timing is so good right now, this whole COVID-19 thing, and what I'm going to share with you tonight, you're going to say, wow, could the timing be any better to be getting involved in a business like this? I was telling someone the other day, I said, wow, think about it. We got products that promote health, okay? Well, we have a business that has the flexibility you know, and the magical term of what everybody's looking at now, which is let's work from anywhere. But I say those two things to a person, they're like, wow, you struck gold twice. Okay, you're in the right category of products, and you got the portability and flexibility that people are looking for in a business. So let's get started, okay? Now, we're being hijacked on a daily basis. And what do I mean by that? Well, in our food and water, there's heavy metals, minerals, pesticides, a poor diet. You know, on a personal basis, we got our relationships, we have stress, we have poor sleep, we have inactivity, we're overworked, there's a consumption of alcohol, smoking. All of these things are hijacking us, okay? The environment, we're dealing with pollution, sun damage, household cleaners, beauty products, mold. You know, I see mold and I think of Florida. It's a problem, okay? And I know not just Florida, but mold is serious stuff. Look at technology now, okay? Overstimulation, EMFs, blue light, mood, okay? We're being hijacked by all of these things on a daily basis. Now, did you know, and I saw this, and it just blew my mind. Did you know that since the Industrial Revolution began, over 85,000 chemicals have been introduced to the environment just since then, okay? I mean, think about that number. 85,000 chemicals have been introduced, okay? Now, you can do your best, okay, to eliminate these, but for the most part, honestly, I mean, let's face it, it's just simply life in the 21st century, okay? But all of this, all of these pollutants, all of these chemicals, all of the hijacking that's going on, it's dimming the lights, okay? What lights, okay? Well, the lights within us, within me and you, okay, within humans. Now, what does that feel like? You know, what am I really talking about? Because that's what it comes down to. You know, so what does dimming the lights feel like? Well, it's a decreased immune system. It's brain fog. You know, it's feeling sluggish. It's being in a bad mood or having a lack of motivation. It's an increase in stress, fatigue. Okay, that's what it feels like, okay? But what's really happening? Okay, what's happening in our bodies when that light is dim? Okay, or what's causing the light to be dim? Well, it's a buildup, okay, of oxidative stress. It's a mitochondrial decline, and we're going to talk about this tonight, okay? It's a decline in sirtuin activity and more, okay? Now, science had already discovered that our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy, okay? We're wired through our genes to keep our bodies healthy. You know, that's the way we're wired, okay? So let me ask you this. If you could leverage those genes, think about it. If you could leverage those genes with the flip of a switch, would you do it? Would you? See, watch the apple. Pay close attention to the apple. You see that? That's what happens when you take a perfectly nice, fresh, whole apple and you take a bite out of it and you leave it on the counter for an hour or so. That's what happens. That's what oxidative stress is. That's the damage that's going on in our body 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. That is what is going on in our bodies, okay? Oxidative stress damages the integrity of the cell. Now, our body's natural defense is in producing antioxidants, and they maintain the health of the cell. So our body produces antioxidants so that the cells stay healthy. But unfortunately, okay, and it is unfortunate, the body's production of antioxidants slow down, okay, over a period of time. Okay, it's just what happens. They slow down as we get older. And I hate to say that word, older, okay? But we're going to talk about flipping the switch, okay? Now, what switch? What are we talking about? Well, we're talking about our Protandim product. Now, I'm going to talk to you about 3 Protandims, all right? There's 3 different products that LifeVantage makes called Protandim. And the first and the original Protandim that got everything started in this company, some of you may have seen the ABC primetime video, that's on this product, okay? It's our NRF2 synthesizer. And what that does is it lowers oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days in you and I. Okay, that's what that product does, okay? So, knowing that it does that, okay, see, oxidative stress in my mind when I'm looking at it, it's like rust on a bumper, a chrome bumper that's been left out in the backyard during the winter. And when you go check on it, it's got rust all over it, okay? That's oxidative stress. That's what happens to that apple. That is what's going on inside of our bodies, okay? Now, I want you to read this with me closely, okay? Because when I saw this, remember, these are things that April and I were seeing for the first time when Dave, who spoke earlier, Dave Fleming, when he introduced us to LifeVantage after our company had closed, these were the things he was going over with us on why we should make this our new home, okay? And this statement was staggering. This is Washington State University after they had studied our NRF2 Protandim. This is what they say about NRF2. It's likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history. Okay, think about that. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. I mean, that's a phenomenal statement for a university to make about that product. Now, what's the LifeVantage approach, okay? I love the visuals on this slide. It'll really get you to relate to what's going on here as far as this product goes, okay? Now, the bottom line is age. It represents when we're 20, when we're 40, when we're 60, when we're 80 years of age. The left side is our antioxidant production, okay? So, this is what happens with our antioxidant production without Protandim and our NRF2 synthesizer, right? This is just what happens to us naturally from 20 to 40 to, look at 60. We just about flatline at 60 and just, it's for a few months, okay? I don't know what the exact number is, but using it, it goes straight across, there's no decline. You know, visual effect of what this product does, okay? It's an amazing product, okay? And you don't need to take my word for it. You don't need to take anybody's word for it, okay? You can go to pubmed.gov and read all the studies you want. There's tons, okay? I mean tons of studies. Harvard University, Colorado State University, Virginia Commonwealth, Ohio State, LSU, American Heart Association, Texas Tech. I mean, it goes on and on and on, okay? And these were unfunded studies. These were schools that studied these or NRF2 on their own dime. Okay, it's amazing science. And that's one of the biggest reasons that we chose this company. The patents and the studies that go with the products, there's no equal in the industry. There's just nobody else has that. Okay, and then after the NRF2, we began to look at the switches. Remember, we're flipping the switch. We're turning it on, okay? We began to look at the switches for mitochondrial health and sirtuin activity. Those are our other 2 Protandim products that we're going to talk about. Now, mitochondrial decline reduces the power in the cell. It's like a battery cell going empty, okay? That's the visual. That cell looks like a battery. and it just got drained out. Well, our body's natural defense, okay, the body is constantly fixing or removing damaged mitochondria and producing new mitochondria all the time. That's what the body's doing. But unfortunately, the same rules apply as the NRF2. The body's production of mitochondria slows down over time. Now, how do we flip the switch on the NRF1 pathway? Okay, well, it's 5 natural ingredients, same thing, NRF2, 5 natural ingredients, but with the NRF1 synthesizer, the Protandim NRF1, when using the product, we can increase the production of the NRF1 genes by nearly 70%. And I'll show you a chart on it in a second, okay? But nearly 70% by adding the Protandim NRF1 synthesizer to what we take on a daily basis. Now, look at the battery, okay? It gets recharged. See, that's what happens when we increase the production of NRF1 genes by nearly 70%. Now, this one is fascinating, okay? Sirtuin and the decline of sirtuin, it reduces the ability to degunk the cell. Now, I saw that degunk and I immediately thought of a car engine, like the carburetor on a car. Now, I'm thinking back when I was a kid, when I had mini bikes and go-karts, and my dad was working on the car, my uncles and cousins, they used to race cars at the speedway on Saturday nights and stuff like that. And I remember them opening up engines, opening up carburetors, and how clogged up and gunky they were. And they'd clean them all up and how much better the engine ran. And when I saw this, it just kind of reminded me of that. See how rusted that picture is? Okay, well, the body's natural solution to this is the body's constantly activating sirtuins and producing additional sirtuins. So it's activating them and producing additional. But it's same rules apply. Unfortunately, the body's production of sirtuins and sirtuin activity slows down over time or as we get older. Okay, they just slow down. So how do we flip the switch for the NAD? Okay, see, NAD, that is the product, what it's called, it's the NAD pathway, NAD synthesizer. That's our third Protandim. And this product, look at this number, okay? This is not a misprint on the slide. It increases sirtuin activity by 100% in the first day. Think about that, 100% in the first day, okay? So we got the answers for the NRF2 pathway, the NRF1 pathway, the NAD pathway, okay? We have the answers, but look at the picture now. When we increase sirtuin activity by 100%, it all clears up. See, it gets cleaned up. We're getting rid of the crud and the trash and the waste in the cell, okay? It's amazing what the product does. Now, what if we were able to flip all 3 switches at the same time? The NAD cleans up the waste in the gunk. The NRF1 gets that battery recharged again. The NRF2 gets that oxidative stress out of the system, and that apple looks good, okay? What if we could flip all 3 switches at the same time? Let me show you what happened. See, the NRF2 came first, then the NRF1 came, and then the NAD came, okay? And the NAD came about a year ago, okay? So when you look at the picture, okay, you got the gray towers, and then you got the blue, okay? Well, the first 2 columns is just using the NRF2 by itself, and you saw a 40% benefit and a 50% benefit in NRF2 activity. But when you use the tri-synergizer, the 3 of them together, the 40% went to 73. The 50% went to 838%. That's an obscene increase in production, okay? The NRF1 went from 64% beneficial to 84%, and from 69 to 118. The results are multiplied and magnified when the Tri-Synergizer is used together, or the three products are used together. Look at the NAD. Using it by itself, a 12% increase, okay? Using it with the Tri-Synergizer, 127% and 226%. It's incredible what this product has done, and it's a winner of the Stevie Award, okay? That just came out in the last few months, okay? We were one of the winners of the Stevie Award because of this product, okay? Now, let me ask you something. Are you ready to flip the switch, okay? And I'm being honest with you here, okay? Are you ready to do it, okay? Because these are the kind of benefits we're talking about. And I've experienced all of this, and my wife and my kids and my family and friends, they've experienced this, okay? See, this is support for positive mood and motivation. It supports healthy longevity, improves mental focus and concentration. It boosts mental and physical energy. And get that one, mental and physical energy. Supports healthy inflammatory response, supports a healthy vascular system. Okay, all those benefits come from the Protandem Tri-Synergizer. See, this is the staple of our company. We have other products, and I'll mention them in a second, but folks, you need to at least get on this and get everybody that you love and care about on this product. It is a great discount if the three of them get ordered together. Okay, it's free shipping, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee on it. I mean, just a fabulous product for you to begin using for good health. But you know, this company is pretty smart, okay? When that NRF2 science, that NRF2 pathway, when that science and everything started coming together, they began applying the NRF2 to other products. And we have our Vitality Stack, okay? That's like our Tri-Synergizer plus a probiotic and an omega. We have our Axio line. That's our brain food, man. Tasty, cold beverage that is a nootropic and just wonderful product to be taken when you got something to do or an exercise that needs to be had. You know, great probiotic. I believe it's the best in the world. You know, a great omega-3 that also has vitamin D in it. You know, a weight management line. An amazing True Science skincare and hair care line. And my favorite, because I absolutely love dogs, I love all animals, that same NRF2 science that helps us humans is also available to help our pups. Okay, just a great, and it's chicken flavored, they just love it. Now, stories are better, okay, when you share them. And one of the great things about this business is it's about storytelling. Okay, that's why everybody can do it. And I'm going to begin to tell you a little bit about LifeVantage itself, okay? We're 11 years old. We're headquartered in the United States, in the state of Utah, okay? We're publicly traded. We're on the NASDAQ. We're debt-free. Get this one. During the COVID crisis, okay, we became a debt-free company in 2020 during the COVID crisis. It's an amazing statement to be debt-free at any time, but can you imagine during the lockdown, we became a debt-free company. We're governed by a board of former executives, originally members, board members of Coca-Cola, Airbnb, Amazon, SC Johnson, and more, okay? We just got the right experience heading things up. And then look at the trends, okay? Never in the history have more people been concerned about their health. I mean, never. They've never been more concerned. There's been a 60% increase in wellness sales in the last 8 years. And the industry that we're in, our product line, the industries that we represent, anti-aging, skincare, hair care, pet care, energy and weight loss, that's $600 billion is being spent. Those figures are from market research. Man, we're not wondering where to offer, sell, or get customers our products. They're out there, and they're spending their money in this, and it's increasing in these categories every year. you know, and even look at the trend in comparison between cosmetics and wellness. In 2017, cosmetics was at 32%, wellness was at 26%. And just in 1 year, they switched places. Cosmetics dropped to 25, wellness went up to 32. Just amazing, okay? Now, we have the perfect business model, okay? And it's never been more obvious of how perfect it is than what's happened over the last 5 months, okay? We can work from home or anywhere we choose, okay? You have a smartphone and a laptop, and man, you can do anything from anywhere. Where we have a virtual office, we have minimal business assets, no inventory requirements, is very low entry cost to get started. It's a social sharing business, okay? We get our own website, personal online store, daily bonuses, weekly bonuses, monthly bonuses, travel. I mean, this company just incentivizes us nonstop to promote the business opportunity and the products. Now, here's what's really cool, and this was one of the things my wife April and I were very impressed with. See, when you're publicly traded, you know, you got to submit your numbers to verify your sales and profitability and everything else, okay? So this is our average annual earnings disclosure statement, okay? And I'm going to mention just 3 things to you because I want you to relate to this, okay? These on the left side are the ranks. They're what we call ourselves, okay, as we advance in the program. And I want to talk about one of our key ranks, okay? Pro 3, Pro 5, and Pro 7 are important ranks in this business. Now, a Pro 3 is doing $5,000 in business monthly as a team. And the average earnings on that is $600 a month. So by creating a $5,000 a month business, the average earnings is about $600, $626, and you're paying half your rent or making a car payment, okay? But a Pro 3 at $5,000, you know, that's about 50 people between all of your customers, all of your distributors, your entire team. That's 50 Tri-Synergizer packages being shipped each month. That's all that is. Pro 5, okay, that's a $20,000 a month business. The average earnings on that is $3,100. Okay, that's a $35,000, $40,000 salary. And that's just 200 Tri-Synergizer packages or helping 4 members become Pro 3, okay? And then the other rank that we like to mention is our Pro 7. And Pro 7 is somebody that's doing $100,000 a month in business or more, but the elite Pro 7 rank is earning an average of $13,000 a month, okay, a 6-figure income. And that's $100,000. Well, that's like creating 5, okay, Pro 5s, helping 5 people build a $20,000 business, okay? And you see it goes higher than that, $25,000 a month on Pro 8s, $50,000 on Pro 9s, $97,000 on Pro 10s and up, okay? So very, very exciting pay plan, and we can go over more detail with you just by getting with the person who shared this with you. Now, how do you get started? Okay, well, you know, you always have the choice of being a customer, but on the business side, we have enrollment packages. And it starts at $50. You can get your website and your distributor kit and pick out some products, you know, on top of that you want to start using. But we have 3 great packages, a silver pack, a gold pack, and a platinum pack. And the higher the pack, okay, the bigger the value when it comes to products, okay? So you're getting about $1,900 value with the platinum pack for $1,200. You're getting, you know, $900 plus for $650 and $500 plus for $350. And you see the list there of everything that comes with it. So I would ask the person who shared this with you, hey, I see I got a few choices here. Where did you start your business? And get their advice. Okay. Now, here's the question. Can I do this? Okay, think about this. This is what's going on in your mind now. Can you do this? Can I do this? Well, here's the beauty. You're not doing it alone. Okay, there's a formula in place, there's a system in place for you to follow. See, you're not just getting product when you start your business, you're not just getting a website. Okay, you're getting global customer support. Okay, you're getting an easy to follow ITT system. That's our marketing plan. That's how we go about doing business. There's regular team meetings and trainings. There's corporate events, training, incentive, contest, perks. There's a whole private support community out there, not to mention all the social media support that goes on in this company. So think about it. Okay, let me just give you a few reasons why you should consider LifeVantage as your next home. Okay, here's some highlights, okay? We received, for the 3rd year running, one of the best places to work, okay? We were recognized for launching Ireland and increasing our European footprint, okay? We named Erin Brockovich to our board of directors. We were honored with a Stevie Award in 2019, and again, we won Stevie Awards in 2020. We also opened New Zealand for business, okay? We posted a record 2nd quarter revenue, and we introduced free shipping, okay? This company is on the move. We rang the bell at the NASDAQ January of this year. I mean, it is amazing what is going on with this company. We're a lead sponsor for Real Salt Lake City soccer team, okay, and have been doing that for years. Okay, and get this, when you sign up and start your business, as a matter of fact, your website will have a flag in the top left corner, and all you do is click that flag to whatever country you want, and that website changes to that country. And then one of the greatest things about LifeVantage is how much it gives back to the community, to people, and to the world. Without a doubt, one of the most charitable companies I've ever seen, and one of the things that April and I are most proud to be a part of is what they do for others that are less fortunate. So what do you do from here? Well, you either need more information, you're ready to become a customer, or you're ready to join the team. What you do from here is get back to the person who told you about it, get back to the person that gave you the link, and say, hey, I'm ready to go, okay? Or I got a question until I need answered, then I'm ready to go. And my advice would be to do exactly what we did. We could have gone to any company in the world. We were free agents when our other company closed, and we came here, okay? So you don't have to think about it a whole lot. You don't need to procrastinate on it a whole lot. Just come here and follow the model that's been set up by people who were here before you. And with that, I greatly and sincerely really appreciate your time, and thank you for joining us tonight. And I want to give it back to Vice President Dave Fleming. Dave, back to you.